Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Ross. Thanks so much, Ross. I really appreciate it. So this is a Revolution beer. This great name, Dread and Breakfast instead of Bed and Breakfast. Breakfast blend ale with coffee aged in bourbon barrels. So I actually don't know what the base beer is. As you guys know, I don't look stuff up before. I just kind of go off what's on the can or bottle. Extended aged blend to break the fast. It's part of their Deepwood series. Talk about not looking stuff up. 15.88% ABV, and this is from July of 2023. But yeah, awesome can art. I don't think I've ever had a bad beer from Revolution. I like their artwork. Yeah, I don't really have any negative things to say about them. Let's see if it holds true with this beer too. Add a little bit of drama and suspense and dirty glassware. So, I mean, to me it looks like a stout. There's some brown in there for sure. It's not just like motor oil, but it's dark. About 3/4 of a finger ahead, a mocha color. Definitely seems breakfasty that way. No real lacing at all. Some legs. Legs are pretty clear, a little bit brown. There's like a little thicker runs right there. They're a little bit more brown. But yeah. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of lacing. Yeah, looks beautiful. Let's get into that aroma. The coffee, very much there. Not overpowering. It smells really good. It's like a nice roastiness, but there is some sweetness too, I assume, from the base beer. So it's not just like abrasive, harsh coffee. It's like, how to describe it? It's intense enough that you easily get it, but it's soft enough where there's no abrasiveness of it, which is true of like drinking coffee. Sometimes you know it can be brewed poorly or whatever, and it can be kind of abrasive, you know, versus a softer cup. So anyway, it kind of has that in the aroma. Chocolate, a little bit of cherry, like dried fruit more than cherry actually. Some vanilla barrel bourbon-ness does come through with the coffee. There's something else I reviewed recently, which was a similar situation where, because of the coffee, like you're just smelling a lot of coffee, which is awesome, but it does mask some of the other stuff that's in the beer. So the same thing's happening here, but the smell's fantastic. Let's get to the glass. Cheers. Thanks again, Ross. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so that actually... Wow, okay. So that is much sweeter than I thought it was going to be. And the coffee is there, but it's providing a really nice balance to the sweetness. Breakfast blend ale with coffee aged in bourbon barrels. Extended aged blend to break the fast. Yeah, it's got me wondering, is this like a... maybe like a stout barley wine hybrid or something? I don't know. I mean, knowing them, it easily could be. That vanilla's coming through. It's syrupy. Maybe even maple syrupy. This is a trip. And my wife made pancakes. It was lunchtime, but made pancakes today. And I like real maple syrup. I've said that in many reviews. And it's like that's fresh on my brain. So it's either... one of two things is happening. Because that's fresh in my brain, I'm either easily identifying it here or I'm placing it upon this beer. As I'd usually do in a situation like this, once the review's done, I'm going to go on the internet, see what they have posted about what this beer has going for it, and I'll put in the description box below because I'm super curious. And I almost did a different Revolution that he sent me that's a cuvée, and I'm like, I'll save that for a Tuesday, test my palate video. I'll do this one, but this one's actually really testing my palate. For how much coffee was in the aroma, again, you do get in the taste, but it's so many reviews, I'm like, oh, the taste follows the aroma, or like, here's like the little subtle differences. The intensity of coffee and the taste is quite different than the intensity of the coffee and the aroma, but again, it's still there. In a lot of ways, this does drink like breakfast. A little bit of chocolate in there, but yeah, more it's reminding me of syrupy pancakes. I think some of that syrupy is just the mouthfeel of the beer is a little syrupy. And with that coffee, the sweetness, wow, yeah, this is interesting. Man, that aroma's nice. I'm getting that. It is a cherry dried fruit thing. Little, and again, there's not a ton of chocolate. There is some chocolate in there, but it reminds me of a cherry cordial, but more the inside cherry sugary goo part than the chocolate part. This is a trip. This is really good too. I also like. I want to do this beer justice, but I also want to wrap this up immediately and look up this beer and see what style it's supposed to be in. Like, is there maple syrup in it and stuff? So yeah, I'm just super curious. I feel like it would say maple syrup if it had maple syrup in it. So that sip had more of the chocolate for the cherry cordial. This is awesome. Yeah, this is really good. Ross, thanks again. I really appreciate it. If you guys had this beer before, what are your thoughts on it? Have you had anything else from Evolution? I don't know. What are you drinking right now? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. Please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.